So it's just come to my attention. I just looked up Ascension WoW, and there we go. Ascension WoW Season 9 Destiny's Dawn announcement. I also just realized if you look up Ascension WoW, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but apparently it gave me my freaking channel and then my 2 SOD videos. And so I'm sorry, Ascension. Like, that kind of sucks for now. But we will try this. I'm going to play Season 9. I'm going to watch this video with you guys. We're going to skip ahead, talk about it, and give you a quick synopsis. They have about 2,000 views. It came out 1 hour ago. That's actually not that bad. Let's go for it.
Adventurers, a new dawn breaks over Azeroth. For too long, you've been enchanted by power trapped in all the wrong places, limiting your potential and creativity. You deserve to unlock that power, to express yourself on Azeroth in ways you can't even imagine, to make an impact on the world you love. Now is the time to seize your destiny, to seek out new legendary powers now within your grasp. Seek that power in the darkest dungeons. Take it from the strongest villains. Earn it in epic trials. Win it in every arena and forge it from the fires of your victories. Unlock your potential in every corner of Azeroth and create something no one else has ever had. Season 9 was built to return to the core of Classless WoW, for you to
Okay, so what does it mean to return to the core of Classless WoW? I guess we'll find out, but what is the core of Classless WoW to me? Less about legendary enchants, more about what am I gonna get, you know? Yeah, there's a lot of cancer that comes from that, but hey, look at this thing we saw at the very beginning. This little thing is very interesting. My first thought, and I will admit, I already basically know what this is, but if I had a first thought, it would be, are we getting wildcard mode?
Start with hundreds of thousands of other players.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Bruh.
Expansions and experiencing the entire classless adventure together from start to finish. Season 9 is an opportunity for new heroes and veterans alike to embark on a journey to become legendary heroes, learning the ins and outs of a brand new classless system along the way. Unlock the power of mystic enchantments shattered into new abilities and talents.
Okay, so that's it, right? That's what they're doing. So essentially, they took something like Hydromancer. They're splitting up every aspect of what makes Hydromancer, and you will go for that. So, Water Bolt is a separate spell that you can randomize. Water Nova is, Conductor is, and Hydromancer, this part of it at least, I guess, itself. And this is very interesting to me. I was actually given the privilege to test this before it came out. I very, very much did it in a very nonchalant way. I did not attempt to give really any real feedback on it. And at first, I wasn't actually as hyped. However, if what is about to come out is about to be said in this video, that is the real thing, and we'll get there. Yes, it's actually worth it if they put it in this video. You will be happy. But here's the thing. This has a downside and an upside, and let me tell you what they are. So again, real quick, just so you're not confused, the entire crux of this whole season is we're going back to wildcard mode, and they split up every legendary enchant in the game so that you can literally randomize any aspect of it and combine them with any aspect of other enchants. By doing so, we kind of theoretically go back to like Season 3, where everything was truly random and there weren't any legendary enchants, except it's on steroids, right? There's no balance, and I've talked to the devs. They've admitted that they don't care at this point about balance in this regard. It's more about just go in there and see what happens. And it's so random, actually, that it's very unlikely that anybody ever has the same build as you. Now, that might mean that you get freaking Teleport Moonglade. Maybe, once again, I will be committing seppuku because I get freaking Moonglade every damn run. Or, and this was the downside, that's what I just mentioned, you might get super unlucky. Or maybe I'm gonna have like 14 even like legendary enchant components, and I'm just gonna shit on literally everybody. Maybe that's what I shoot for. That's what I'm going to actually shoot for in the first couple weeks of Season 9. I'm hoping there's longevity. I'm hoping there is some freaking longevity. I know what I think I know actually is gonna come up next in this video that's gonna give the true longevity. This is just randomness though, and hopefully it gives you that Season 3 feeling. If they can capture that for even 1 or 2 months, I consider it a success. So I know this might seem confusing. It's really not. They took every enchant. They said, screw that. This isn't classless. This is you picking a pseudo class. Let's split it all up. Go into it truly random. No more draft. Wildcard mode on steroids. All right, let's keep watching.
With it, you'll enter the Manastorm.
Fuck yes, bro! I got to test this shit. Partly because it got leaked on the Koa realm, so if you had Koa and you played when it was leaked on accident, you actually got to queue for this. This is actually the real thing that matters about Season 9, and I don't even know if the devs truly understand that this is actually better than the random thing they just said before. In my mind, if they get this Manastorm thing right, and I'll play it in a moment so you can see what they say, and then I'll go over it as well, because I did get to play test it. If they get this right, with all the bells and whistles, and expand upon it, this will be the most innovative and important thing that Ascension has released in literally years.
Embark into adventure mode, compete in new arenas, and face the pinnacle of challenge in raid trials. Season 9 was built towards a single idea: bringing classless WoW back to its core.
Okay, so Zen is enunciating more nowadays. I don't dislike it, actually. It's pretty sexy. Let's just see if we can get to the thing that I think matters the most. Because listen, and no offense to them, but we often get this type of stuff, right? It's like, you're going to get adventure mode. Like, I bet you nobody will end up carrying. I'm not being negative. I've just been around the block. New arenas, I just said nobody plays, but that is a fucking cool map. I wish people would play. But if there's no balance, nobody's going to play, right? And there was less balance in draft where you had more control. There's going to be no balance now. That's the idea, at least. So what are we really looking for? I'm looking forward to this. This is good. Okay, potentially cancerous. We'll see how they do the balance. They have literally had balance in terms of the RNG that was so bad in the past that it almost killed my channel, because it both destroyed my mindset and my feeling towards the game that I played so much and loved so much of, but it also destroyed yours. And so that's my worry. That's just the raw freaking honesty of it, right? So we've bounced back, you know, everything's fine on the channel now, but it's like, I need to remember that and never forget where I came from. Okay, Scrolls of Fortune are coming back. We know that if you played in the old days. At level 10, you start rolling new skills. It's Wildcard. I think everybody that's watching this video knows what Ascension used to be. It's the same concept as what it used to be, but cooler. I don't really know, card packs, or, you know, it's still RNG card pack stuff. I guess you can still, you know, draft, you know, special stuff. It looks to me, though, Lesser Frozen Light, Divine Judgment. So your new card collection will include these enchants. So all these pieces of enchants are the things that you can actually save now. That is potentially completely broken. There's 3 legendaries right there. Hello? How gatekept by RNG am I going to be? You have to think about this for a second. I need to be brutally honest now, because they still have a week to adjust stuff, right? It comes out the 15th, by the way. The thing is, if the RNG is so bad that a regular player is never enjoying the game because they're always losing with doo-doo builds, and you have to grind egregiously to get these cards in order to compete because the things you get are that broken in tandem with each other, that could lead to unfunness. I hope to God that we've learned some lessons and we don't only think about this game in the context of those who put in hundreds upon thousands of hours playing in one hyper-specific way, and we think about broadening it so as many people can enjoy the game as possible. I know I'm kind of, you know, talking to a brick wall sometimes with that. I feel like I've always advocated for that, but hey, let's get to the Manastorm thing. I hyped it too much.
What do you do with all that power? A strange magic seeps into Azeroth. Dungeons flicker and meld together. Portals scurry you from one encounter to the next, all caused by this lowly gnome?
No one refers to the mighty Millhouse Manastorm as lowly.
Fun fact, Zen, and I don't know how the hell he amalgamated his voice to do this, Zen actually voices Millhouse Manastorm. So they have custom voice lines, and the guy narrating this video is the guy making the voice you just heard.
Millhouse Manastorm messed up.
So let me break this down real quick. Essentially, I want you to kind of think of like Torghast from Shadowlands, or like, to a lesser degree, like Mage Tower. Essentially, you have, I think, 100 levels. They say 4,000 plus levels to storm through. But you go at level 1, you start at level 1, you go to level 2, you go to level 3. Every level you progress in gets harder and harder. You can do this with one person. That's why I like it, because, you know, there's already a lot of content that requires people. Okay, fine. It's not new, it's not special. But to make this actually doable for 1, 2, or 3 people, that is truly unique. I'm going going to try to solo it myself and see how far I can get with my own personal skill. I know that's going to be something I really enjoy. To be able to achieve gear and earn it because it's genuinely difficult with your own skill is just not in World of Warcraft. And so, yes, you will, from what I've been told, be able to get raid gear from this. And so you can actually progress. And yeah, so you're going through like these Torghast-esque levels. Maybe you're in a random part of the open world that they turned into a dungeon, or maybe you're just in Scarlet Monastery Graveyard and they tell you to kill a boss there. You go, you kill him, you're done. It is actually that simple. And as you progress, by the way, I don't know if they'll talk about it in a moment, but little hearts drop on the ground. You can run into them and then you'll actually be able to get some health from it, and you start with a potion. And yeah, they actually have planned entirely around a meta encompassing you within the Manastorm itself, and how you will play through it is entirely up to you. Whatever strategy you come up with, whatever it might be, you don't have to be a tank or a healer. You don't even have to have one. You could just go as a DPS, get those little hearts, utilize your potion in unique ways, find out the strategies required to progress the most, and get rewarded. This is something Blizzard hasn't even done. I really do think this is crazy. I really do think this is crazy. I don't think I've overhyped it. I think this is actually the true selling point of Season 9. The randomness could change in 1 month and I wouldn't care. But this is the true thing that matters. I can imagine it with co-op, by the way. That would be crazy. With Vanilla Plus, when they do that server, that would be crazy. Again, the randomness almost means nothing to me as much as this means to me. Because what will they do with it in the future? Will we get new levels, new difficulties, new mechanics, new things that drop off the different bosses? Will we get those little special runes they put in their Mythic Plus that give you augmentations that will, you know, improve you in a certain way that can make it crazy if you get lucky or if you're smart? But I'm telling you, this, hopefully I'm not wrong. I have playtested it. It was fun, but I think this is the true thing to be hyped about. So, you know, everything else is kind of what you would expect from what I can see. You know, more stuff from Trials, more stuff in Mythic Plus that's a little bit different than it was before, new arenas. But yeah, I showed you guys what I really think the big thing is. They have new world bosses, by the way. I encountered some of these as well on the Koa realms. So there you go. It releases on the 15th. I am hyped. I will obviously play day one. We'll make a video for it. Depending on when it releases, that video will come out the 16th or maybe the 15th in the afternoon. And yeah, maybe it'll be absolutely fantastic. The Manastorm will be by default, though. Hope to see you in it. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like and subscribe. Major thanks to all the members on my channel. I love and appreciate you guys. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Let me know what you think of this announcement. Are you hype? Do you have any concerns? Do you think Manastorms are as cool as me? And what do you think about Wildcard mode? But I'll see all of you all in the next one, and Mcdoubles out.